Hello and welcome to the broadcast. I'm Lance Wynn, working alongside JVI Productions. Glad to have you with us. And before we get to the opening faceoff, starting goalies for today's game. Lane Harushka will make his second start in the Arena Lacrosse League. He's got a 2-0 record with a 3.53 goals against average. And at the other end, it'll be Joel Watson for the Toronto Monarchs. 1-1 record, a 7.84 goals against average. As we get set for the opening faceoff, of course, the Monarchs come in with a 2-3 record, and the Steelhawks unbeaten at 4-0, and off the draw, possession to Whitby, and the flip back to Corey Upshaw. He will pass it off and retreat, let the offense get out there as you see Dylan Hutchinson out there. Cam Milligan with the ball now. He's looking for an opening. Zips it across, Hutchinson. Hutchinson now will work it back to Milligan, not able to corral it. But there's Joel Watson there to get it and send away the Monarchs. Omeka Okemi will get it over the timeline, and he'll retreat. Of course, Okemi, one of the American-born players here in the Arena Lacrosse, and Graham Bergsma. Good hesitation. He peels back out, sends it back up top to Mason Wright. Swings it around. Big John Vesna rolls off a check. Bounce shot wide of the mark. 5 on the shot clock. They just dump it down in that corner, and the Steelhawks will get possession, and they'll counter now the other way. Just underway here at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. Of course, Whitby in their traveling grays, and the Monarchs in their home gold. Fernandez will swing it around, and Hutchinson now receiving end here on the left side, looking for an opening. Can't find one. Good hesitation. Has Patrick Corbett in and out on him as he'll dump it back over to Travis Zabalk. Zabalk's tough shot, stopped by Watson. Rebound. Bounces around the dotted area now, heads to the corner. Some reason reset on the clock. Either way, battle ensues. Monarchs come away with it, and it'll get moved up ahead now to Corbett. Corbett with Upshaw all over him. He'll keep it out of his reach, flip it back, and try and set things up here. Cam Mancini. Swinging around, that's a tough quick stick. Not able to capitalize. Tanner Buck there, and now it's going to be the Steelhawks that bring it up over the timeline. Rowan Kelly did a good job to get it over to Hamley. Hamley now will stay out there on offense, working with Fernandez. Overhand, Watson made that look easy. That's going to be a reset, picked up, fresh clock now for the Steelhawks as Zach Ursu now swinging through, trying to cause some havoc up in that dotted circle. It's kicked back around on the right side. Swing back to Fernandez on the left. Overhand again, Watson, another good save. Picked up by the Monarchs. Lead pass is just out of the reach of Mancini, and he's hounded out there. Some good work by Mike Byrne. He comes away with it, and he'll bring it up. Looking at the outlet, right up ahead to Milligan, wide of the mark. Zabalks picks up that carom, backhand try. Again, Watson does a good job to create the angle, and there'll be a delayed penalty coming to the Monarchs with 20 seconds on the shot clock. So Romanchuk's got a chance here, zips one across. In close, good roll off, better save though by Watson. So a good move there by Todd Greer, and we'll have our first penalty of this game. A too many men call will give the Steelhawks their first power play opportunity of this game. It'll be Cam Milligan at the top. He's out there with Fernandez and Hutchinson on the left side. Zabalk's down on the right crease as they will work it around, give everyone a touch. Milligan will flip it over. Him and Fernandez working a two-man game. Defense extended. Good job to force the turnover. Monarchs now will move it up. And it's Tyler Halls. Halls will lean in, doesn't have the numbers, thinks better of it, and will pull it out. Good defensive stand that time for the Monarchs. They've killed 30 seconds off of that penalty. They're going to work it around with 15 on the shot clock. Corbett's going to retreat. And they're going to wait with 10 on the shot clock and dump it down in the corner. They try to play the carom behind the net, and sticking out that long arm of the law was Harushka, and here come the Steelhawks. Earlier today, the Peterborough Timbermen defeated the Six Nations Snipers at Millbrook, just south of Peterborough, as that shot from Milligan's wide of the mark. He's going to have to corral his own rebound. He cannot do it. Actually gets it up as the shot clock winds down, and now under 40 seconds to go here in the man short. Bergsma trapped at the line, going to have to work here. Does a great swim move, splits the D. He's going to try to work some more clock, gets chased, dumps it off. Mancini can't handle that pass. Kelly had it momentarily. Upshaw batted it ahead. 2-on-1. Upshaw keeps it himself, steered aside by Watson. Rebound again, gobbled up by Bergsma. Under 10 minutes to go here, and 10 seconds left in the man short situation. Mancini will draw a crowd. Takes a hard hit. Ball goes loose, scooped up by Whitby, and they'll move it up now. Teams now are back to full strength. Milligan will dump it back out. They'll swing it around to the left side. Greer looking for an opening. Swings it back, keeps it. Hutchinson goes underneath, peels away. 10 on the shot clock. Hutchinson going to have to get it off. Running shot. Again, Watson right where he should be, and he'll make the outlet pass. Steve Portelli now will get it over the line. Headman up ahead. Tried to hit Buck. Not able to do it. And now it's Byrne. 9 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Still looking for the first goal of this game. Okami now battling in there. Ball loose just above the dots and picked up by Byrne. Anything around Byrne seems to end up in the pocket of his stick. Fernandez now will dump it, and it'll be Romanchuk. Under 10 on the shot clock. Romanchuk takes it in, tries to tap it over, but that's a whole lot of Joel Watson there to get by. Makes the save. Corbett rolls out of one, gets knocked down, coughs it up. Good forechecking by the Steelhawks. They now have a fresh clock, but don't have numbers. Dump back out. Hutchinson's going to tee it up. His bounce shot. Just too much bounce. It goes up and out of play, and that will take us to our first officials' timeout. 8:15 to go here in the opening quarter, as the Monarchs now will bring it up and set things up. Shots are 9-1 in favor of the Steelhawks here early on, and the Monarchs now have a delayed penalty, and it looks like some retaliation could balance this whole thing out here. And that appears to be the case. So as we let the dust settle, it's going to be Campbell Parker, the guilty party for the Monarchs, and Adam Perroni, as they always seem to get the guy that retaliates as well. So teams will play five aside, and Dylan Hutchinson will go to work in the offensive end. Swing it around. They'll go back to the right side. Flip back. Milligan looking for an opening. Dumps it to Hutchinson. Good fake in and out. Excellent defense. Zabalk's using his big body to post up in that dotted half circle, but it's picked up, though, by the Monarchs now, and they'll flip it and move it up. Tyler Halls will pull up just over the timeline and wait for some help. Flip back to Mason Wright, has him in a midst of a battle, and it's Lewis that comes away with it, and he'll get it up to Farthing, and the Steelhawks will move it up over the timeline. Greer, one-on-one on the left side, swings it over, do some damage over on the right. Looking for an opening. Getting in was Osborne. Liam Osborne with a good shot, but Joel Watson has been awfully tight here in this early going, and it's Corbett that'll move it up. Of course, Patrick Corbett, leading point getter on this Monarchs team. He's got 29 points this season in That, of course, includes 12 goals. Ruska was outstanding in his one start and then his half game. Zabalks is going to lean in again, steered aside by Watson. That one is picked up, though, and the Monarchs now are going to move it up on a good lead pass, but Ben Heidecker not able to corral it, and Whitby will bring it the other way with 6:10 to go here in the opening quarter. Romanchuk. He'll pull up. Hutchinson now will set things up. Overload you see on the left side. Milligan gets a screen from Zabalks. Bounce shot right off the breadbasket for Watson, and he'll look, and the Monarchs now will move it up, but they're going to have to hurry as they just get caught on the 8-second call. 8 seconds to get it over the timeline here in the Arena Lacrosse League. Farthing now will get it up, and the Steelhawks now with a give and go, but Todd Greer and Hutchinson not able to connect, and here come the Monarchs the other way. Riley Camano will dump it off. He'll look to retreat. Tanner Buck almost found the opening, got his way to that net. Either way, nothing doing as the Steelhawks defense remains tight. Lewis will dump it off, and it's Milligan. Zabalks setting screens. Milligan now will chase it down in the corner, wrong stick side, 10 on the shot clock. Backhand pass comes out to Todd Greer. Greer now gets a screen, leans in. Good defense. Again, Watson closed up that 5-hole, and he'll send the outlet to Halls. Halls now, we're under 5 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Flip back to Corbett. Corbett will slow things down. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Monarchs could use another shot on that. Only 3 in the quarter. In tight to Bergsma. Nothing doing there. That got closed off, and Whitby will counter the other way. Conley out there with Emery. Trying to take it strong to that net, but good stick checking by the Monarchs defense. They get possession, almost stolen back. And again, they're going to run out of time here as they do a good job just to get it over. And that will take us to our second officials' timeout. Throw it out there. 4:10 to go here as we get back to action after the timeout. Steelhawks going to work here on the offensive end. Hutchinson makes a move, ducks in, gets a shot off, just caught a bit of the post, and goes out of play, so possession will stay right here with Whitby. Fernandez puts on the brakes, curls out of that, gets it over, and on the run, and it's Osborne that will open the scoring with his first of the game, and it's 1-0 Steelhawks. Liam Osborne gives the Steelhawks the first lead, and Halls with a flip to Okemi manages to run it down. Got a couple of defenders on him, and it's Byrne that knocks it down. Okemi's going to have to work hard if he's going to regain this possession. Byrne's a demon on that carpet, gets some help. Farthing comes in. Good help there from Halls, but it's Farthing that slips out of 2 tackles. And a big hard overhand stopped by Watson. So that Farthing guy, he split the D nicely, and again the forechecking getting the job done for the Steelhawks as Corey Upshaw in the mix. And the Monarchs now will bring it up over the timeline, and it's Corbett. Had a chance to speak to both of these coaches from both squads and get their perspective on what they had to do to win this game. And Whitby, of course, talked about the battle being between these white lines, that, of course, being in the neutral zone. Whitby used to playing in a smaller rink at Children's Arena in Oshawa, and to come to the track, much bigger, got a figure in the mix there. Greer makes a good move, goes hard, quick shot, stopped. And Watson now will flip it to Bergsma. Bergsma will blow a tire. Hopefully he's okay. And he's going to have to hobble his way off there. Hopefully Bergsma's all right. Whitby, though, will try to take advantage of this turnover as we get closer to the 2-minute mark here, the first. Give and go, Romanchuk. Hutchinson ran out of real estate. Possession will go the other way. So Whitby spoke about the transition and offensive movement, that being a big thing for them, making sure they move the ball. And, of course, transition D, one of the better defending teams. The Steelhawks certainly have to keep that going. If you're the Monarchs, ball movement, a big thing. It's a team that doesn't score a lot of goals here, so they need something. Mancini with a chance, goes to the overhand off the post. That possession will keep it right here as it goes up into the mesh over the glass. Monarchs now going back to work, a minute and a half. Not sure Mancini didn't see that pass as it was zipped in his direction by Todd Kozak. Byrne now will bring it up over the time. He'll look for an opening, get it over, and he'll swing back to Greer on the left side. Greer, two-man game with Upshot, playing a little more offense. That one stopped by Watson as we got a minute 10 to go here. Outlet to Sawyer Howell as he will pull up and retreat. Offense out there with Buck. And they swing it around to the left side. Behind the net. Buck creeping around, gets it back out. Tanner Buck on the quick stick finish. Beauty pass there from Campbell Parker, and we're all tied 1-1. Buck's goal, his 13th of the season. Of course, he comes in the second leading point getter on this Monarchs team with 25, now 26, and possession will go to Toronto with 43 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. So Joel Watson will get it up, and the Monarchs now will try to work as much clock as they can to give the Steelhawks as little amount of time to work in as this quarter comes to an end. Vezina, Buck looks for an opening, swings it back around. Give and go inside to the big man. No connection there. Ball loose in the corner. Byrne working hard one more time like he always does. Gets it up, and here come the Steelhawks with 18 seconds to go. They're going to get it over the timeline and call timeout with 14.8 seconds left in this first quarter. Net empty at the other end for the extra attacker as Dylan Hutchinson's going to hold for the final shot here. 10 on the game clock. Offense starts out there with Fernandez. Curls around. Milligan dumps it back. Hutchinson down low looking for the quick stick. Not there. Milligan's going to take that shot. Watson's going to stop that, and that is going to do it for the opening 15 minutes. Just 2 goals, 1 apiece. We're all tied back here for the second. Ready to roll here for quarter number 2 from the track in Oakville, Ontario. Lance Wynn alongside JVI Productions. We are thrilled you've decided to check this game out as Byrne one more time. He'll take it hard. Transition bounce shot wide. Kelly will gather it, and Osborne will set things down. And after he does that, he'll settle things down as a little more deliberate. They'll swing things across to the left side. Greer will bring it over to the right, swing it back to the left, kick it. Cam Milligan, give and go. Quick shot, and Watson stop that. And it's Halls now that will move it up, and the Monarchs will counter the other way with Tanner Buck. Buck will swing it across and get it right back as they'll go to work now with Mancini on the right side. Looking for Bergsma, picked up. Thinking better of it, though, was Kozak. Bergsma, good fake, rolls out. Good to see him back out there. Another good move. Goes to the overhand, but it's blocked. And here come the Steelhawks in transition. Don't have the numbers with Hamley and Farthing. So Farthing's going to wait. Holds on to it, flips. And it's Hutchinson. Swinging it over to Ursu. Ursu gets a good screen from Zabalks, works his way in and scores. So give Travis Zabalks a very important assist as his screen was money in the bank, and it's 2-1 Steelhawks. But the Steelhawks regain that 1-goal lead. Adam Perroni will flip it back and get it back. They'll go back to work on offense here. Start things with Osborne half boards, leans in, quick shot again this time. And almost scooped that up off the carpet, did Milligan, and put it in. Creased the call, and the Monarchs will counter the other way. Buck, swing it down. Not Mancini, but Campbell Parker gets it down, and that shot's wide of the mark. Gonna have to hustle. Good try by Buck. In vain, though, as Steelhawks now will get possession, and it's Hamley. He'll flip and retreat. Ursu tried to get a screen from Milligan. Milligan missed it. And he comes back in, curl around, look for that underhand. Watson, easy stop for him. And a good outlet pass to Buck. Buck trying to corral it on a short hop. Some good stick work, ends up right in the stick of Harushka. And it'll get moved up to Milligan. Of course, Cam Milligan comes in as the leading point getter for this Steelhawks team with 11 goals, 14 helpers. And it's Perroni. Puts on the brakes, swings it over. Zabalks, no look. On the curl. Fernandez tried to get it back to him. Corbett's going to send Halls away. Halls now with a 2-on-1. Halls looking away. Goes to the bounce. Stopped by Harushka. So the 5-hole, awfully tough to beat either of these two goalies there. As Garrett Lewis now will tiptoe over the timeline, and not quite sure what happened to Nathan Emery. If he may have caught a bit of a rut, or sometimes on the carpet doesn't give for you, and we're going to have a too many men call here and another power play opportunity. So a too many men call will give the Steelhawks their second power play opportunity of this game. They're 0 for 1 here. They've outshot the Monarchs 24-9 to this point and hold a 2-1 lead. Milligan out there. He'll be the quarterback this time around. Osborne and Zabalks on the right side. Big overhand from Milligan, wide of the mark. Zabalks tries to tap it back. Instead, it's Halls now, and he's got Okemi. Okemi, good hands. Okemi bounce shot stopped, though, by Harushka. Ball loose. Halls battles for it. Sends it back down in the corner. Halls taking on 3 defenders. As the Burn, of course, who else will get it up? And this Perroni will move it up over the timeline. Minute 15 to go in the power play. Again, Milligan's going to slide on over to the right shooter spot. That's his comfort spot. Now he'll have to take over the top. Milligan, 2-man game. Dunsett, Hutchinson looking for a pass. That's picked off. And Monarchs now going to have a hard time getting it out of their end as Corbett was trapped. Hutchinson now will go to work with under a minute to go in the power play. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Osborne had a notion, teed it up. Hutchinson gapping it. Osborne on the run. Stopped though by Watson. Watson now will get it to Corbett. Corbett now will work some clock, gets it over the timeline where there's 2 defenders waiting in Hutchinson and Upshaw, and he'll flip it back to the top and Buck. Buck will swing it around. Wright. Mason Wright's going to try to work some clock here, under 10 on the shot clock. 20 on the left in the penalty. And with 3, good hard shot on target. And it'll be Upshaw that will trot it up. And can't trot it up too much. Only got 8 seconds. He's up there in the nick of time. Osborne. 9.5 to go here. Quarter number 2. Long shot again from Milligan. Stopped by Watson. And that one by Osborne picked off. So a little bit careless was Riley Morgan. And a good job by Osborne to get that, and with 2 defenders on him, he gets a fresh clock for the Steelhawks. They'll set things up. Hutchinson will swing it around left side. Kick it over to the right. Osborne, good pad save made by Watson. Karams up, reset. Travis the Bulks, big sidearm. Again, looking for that 5-hole. Again, Watson up to the task. Penalty over now. Teams are back to full strength. Heidecker looking for an opening, gets it up and over to Bergsma on the half board's right side. He swings it back over here to Kozak. Kozak looking for the flip, gets a push, under 10 on the shot clock. Way back out. Good bounce for Bergsma. Bergsma now is going to have to work, has Hamley on him. Bergsma dumps it. Big shot. Just in the nick of time, but here come the Steelhawks the other way. Good save made by Harushka. Headman up ahead. Good attempt by Osborne, but nothing doing. Not Osborne, sorry. Talking about Romanchuk. And with Romanchuk and Byrne, fresh clock for Whitby. 8 minutes to go here. Haven't had a stoppage in a while. On the run, Cam Milligan finds the mark, his first of this game. And it's 3-1 Whitby. Just under 8 minutes to go here, and Steelhawks slowly but surely now trying to extend this lead. They have outshot the Monarchs 29-13. Good move by Kelly, flips it back. Milligan looks for a better angle, moves in, tries to dump it to Kelly. He's covered. It's picked up though with 9 on the shot clock. Again, looking on that right side to Milligan. And it's Tanner Buck that comes away with it. Buck, no numbers. The trailer comes flying out. Not able, though, to catch it cleanly, but Mancini's there to pull it away and give the Monarchs a little bit of breathing room. Bergsma swinging around. Buck looking for an opening. The flip back by Kozak into traffic. Ball remains loose. Shot clock winds down, and possession's going to go the other way when we come back from our officials' timeout. .6:55 to go here in the second quarter. Dylan Hutchinson will bring it up and kickstart this Steelhawks offense. Fernandez with an opening right off that Monarchs logo of Joel Watson, and he will send away Eric Kripensek, and he'll trot up over the timeline. Kripensek looking for some help, dumps it off. He'll retreat to the bench. Monarchs offense now with 15 seconds. Big John Vesna. Need a little something out of him here as Monarchs looking offensively challenged as they'll swing it around right side. Dump it back. Kripensek. And looks like it's going to be coincidentals as just a little bit too hand-happy there. Not Kripensek, it was Kozak. And it looks like Peroni is going to make his way to the penalty box, as will Big John Vesna. So teams will be playing 5 aside here. 4 on 4. With the coincidental minors. And the Monarchs with possession. It all start with the Buck. They'll swing it around. Corbett out there as well. As is Kozak. Swinging around. Back to the right. Kick it to the left. Buck one-on-one ISO on Byrne. Byrne with a good stick check. Forces the turnover, and the Steelhawks now are running. Hamley looking for an opening. Dumps it down low. Milligan's going to curl around. Hutchinson swinging around. Osborne was there. Byrne there, though, to get it back out to Osborne. Osborne gets a good screen from Byrne. In, out, good save, but no. Joel Watson thought he had it, came up empty. And a good move will give the Steelhawks a 4-1 lead. Off the draw, it's Tyler Halls with a good win there. Kelly's going to find himself in the box. Halls still has it, despite the number of defenders. as he gets it up over. Krepusek not able to get it. Buck swings it quick to create some space. 15 on the clock as the net empty for the extra attacker. Monarchs going to try to take advantage here. Bergsma, good backhand pass. They got to swing it. 5 on the shot clock. Bergsma down low, and that's picked off. So the Monarchs will get a chance. Their first power play of this game. Kelly the guilty party, and the Monarchs will go to work. Less than impressive, though. Just 59% on the power play efficiency. And when you look at the Steelhawks, 71% on the PK. Buck out there. Work it around. Corbett, his first shot of this game, stopped by Harushka. Harushka with a good pass to Hutchinson. Hutchinson looking at that back door, still makes the pass, and they'll pull it out. Good job there by Fernandez. And Hutchinson, they will keep it on the outside to work some clock with 1:20 to go and a man short. Under 10 on the shot clock. Hutchinson gets a screen on the run. Dead 5-hole. Stop made, though, by Watson. And now they'll move it up. And it's Kripensek. He'll flip this time, and it'll still be Buck out there with Corbett. Campbell Parker as well. Parker's going to man the top as they swing it around with 10 on the shot clock. Going to have to work. Got to go. Big shot down low. Tried the quick stick finish. Had Haruska diving. Going to have to hurry with one. Wide of the mark. And that possession will go for naught. It will go the other way to the Steelhawks. And that will take us to another officials timeout. Set to go here as back to work with 38 seconds left in the man short is Zach Ursu. And he's going to try to at least put a dent in this PK here by logging some time on this carpet. Good move there. He's got Howell on him. Sawyer Howell working him over. Ursu with 5 on the clock gets trapped, and the Monarchs now are going to move it up. 2-on-1. Out of the box. Looking to get it back. Mancini underhand stop. Scooped up off the crease. Couldn't finish. And Whitby now will come away as the penalty expires. Farthing. The double team. Mancini does a good job to close that off. He gets some help from Okemi. It gets knocked away, and moving it on up. Good speed now is Walker, and that shot, though, good save again. Mason Wright was right there. Another point blank stop by Harushka. Ball loose. Picked up. And it's, of course, who else but Byrne. And we're going to have ourselves another penalty call here. Going to have to go out on a limb here, and based on some of our spelling, I believe it's Mike. I'm going to call him Mike Brine and not Mike Byrne, and I'm hoping that he'll correct me sometime. But the Steelhawks power play now with their third of the game, as they've got Fernandez out there with Hutchinson and Milligan, and Okemi, good athleticism, tried to jump over a tackle and instead coughs it up. And it'll be Osborne now that'll settle things down. So Zabalk's out there on that right crease, on that right side with Osborne. Milligan at the top, Fernandez, and Hutchinson working the left side. Shot Osborne, weaves his way in for a better angle. Good save made by Watson. Fresh clock here for Whitby. Milligan from way out. Had a sniff, and that's picked up by Zabalks. Travis Zabalks. Good hands on the doorstep as he collects his first of the game. First power play marker, and it's 5-1 Whitby. Peroni and Kozak set to do battle in this circle, with the Steelhawks holding a 4-goal lead, and off the draw goes all the way back, and Whitby now will bring it up, and it's Rowan Kelly. Swing it around. And it's picked up by the Monarchs. Going to have to get out of trouble there is Camano as he runs into 3 defenders. And interference the call as Camano now will pick it up and move it up. Monarchs now need some offense. They need it from somewhere. Just 1 goal here in this opening half. So the question will be, can they get something from Vezina, maybe something from a veteran in Graham Bergsma? But they've got to get something from their leading scorer in Pat Corbett and Tanner Buck. Not the best offensive set there, as Whitby now will try and get it up over the timeline. Lewis, look out the back door. Hutchinson, give and go. Osborne, that shot is blocked by Bergsma. 45 seconds to go here in this opening half. Hutchinson's going to battle for it. Watson in there chopping down a tree or two, takes a stick away. Looking to get a hold of that ball, and it's Bergsma in the blue area who comes away with it. Halls. Halls will have to bounce off a check, and it's a good one by Osborne, who creates the turnover. Ball loose, chipped away. Lewis battling for it. He comes away with it, and it's going to be an over and back call with 18 seconds to go, and there'll be a timeout by the Monarchs. Final possession of this half belongs to the Monarchs as their net's empty for the extra attacker. Shot clock off. They'll wait for 10 seconds on the game clock to get her started, and that's at the 10-second mark. Got to go to work here. They'll swing it around. Couple quick passes, no look down low, and that certainly wasn't the play that was drawn up. And that will take us to the half. We've played 2 quarters, 5-1, Steelhawks. All locked and loaded as we get set for the 3rd quarter. Just a bit of an injury report on Nathan Emery for the Steelhawks. Looks like a lower body injury, specifically a bit of an ankle injury. It looks like he has been walking around on his own power, but he is done for today's game. So with that said, that and the other correction, of course, Mike Brine is no longer that. He's going back to Bern. So, hey, correct. Sometimes you got to go with your instincts, and right off the bat, it's going to be, looks like John Vezina that was mixing things up. Didn't like the way he was treated, and he's making the slow walk to the penalty box. A high sticking call will give the Steelhawks their 4th power play. They are 1 for 3 here, and around the horn it goes. Milligan at the top, out there with Fernandez. Hutchinson down in Gretzky's office. They're going to work things back. Left side, give and go, quick pass. Travis DeBalk's in tight, wide of the mark, loose, and it's picked up by Halls. Halls has it knocked out of his stick. Still has a chance to regain possession. Hutchinson does a good job, though, to fish it out. He's got Okami all over him. He'll pull it back out, take a hit, and set things up for the Steelhawks. So that high sticking penalty was a 5-minute major. So a chance here for the Steelhawks to extend their lead at the very least. Big overhand from Fernandez, stopped by Watson. As now they'll flip it up, and Okami now will have to get it over the timeline and work some clock. So 1 minute gone in that 5-minute major. And now it's going to be Campbell Parker that's going to try to elude some of this pressure. He's got Byrne on him. And with 8 on the shot clock, fires it down. Harushka slows it down. It's picked up by the Steelhawks, and they'll bring it up. And it's Nick Webb. He'll dump it off, and the offense now, again, will go through Cam Milligan at the top. Fernandez, Hutchinson, left side. Zabalk's over there on the right. Fernandez, good fake in, tries to go far side. Good save by Watson, picked up fresh clock. Hutchinson, kick it top, Milligan. He'll sniff it, sidearm, stopped. Rebound, picked up another fresh clock. Milligan again, backhand pass, down. Skipped out, Fernandez, quick stick, well wide. Milligan bails him out, wrong stick side. Milligan's still going to get that one on target and get the rebound. So another fresh clock for the Steelhawks. They again go back to work. Fernandez, two-man game. Milligan, shooter spot, Osborne. So Liam Osborne has been lighting the lamp here. Another power play marker for the Steelhawks, their second of this game. And it's a 6-1 lead. .12:37 left here in this third quarter. Still 2:52 remaining in the 5-minute high-sticking major to John Vezina. So Byrne will win the draw, and the Steelhawks now will set things up again with a chance again on the power play to add to this lead. They've already doubled up the Monarchs in shots, 40-19, and they'll continue the shooting gallery here as that same power play, the unit's out there with Hutchinson, Fernandez left side, Milligan at the top. Zabalk's on the other far side with Osborne. That ball's loose. Okemi can't pick it up cleanly, gets some help there, and it's Hutchinson that outworks both of the Monarchs, and a fresh clock here for Whitby. Swinging around, left side, Hutchinson. Milligan. Skip in the middle, cutter, Osborne. 5-hole close this time, no, by Watson. And going to have to work hard here is Corbett. Corbett with a good pass, gets it up, and it's Buck. Buck will swing it over. That pass handcuffed Mason Wright. Wright still battling for it. Good effort, but a little too aggressive is Wright, and possession will go to the Steelhawks with 1:42 in their power play. Peroni will get it up, and Hutchinson now will slow things down and let the entire power play unit get out there. Seems like this Whitby power play unit's been out there forever, as Fernandez ball was loose, still loose, picked up. Fernandez has it. It's going to go to the net. Good look away past the Balks. Back to the top. Milligan from way out wide of the mark. No reset. That one goes off. That's a reset. Milligan will track it down. Fresh clock. Hurried up to Hutchinson. Hutchinson, they'll try to take advantage of the triangle. Big hard shot from Osborne. Stopped. So that was Ursu over there on the right side shooter spot. Teeing it up. Either way, couldn't beat Watson. Again, right off the chest. Rebound, Watson! What a robbery save, even though it was a crease call. And moving it up with extra hops is Howell. Howell puts on the brakes, waits, gets it to Mancini, who goes off of Upshaw's leg. It's going to be Bergsma now. Bergsma gets it up to Mancini. 35 seconds to go and a man short. If Toronto can get away with it just having giving up a goal, you got to figure that that's a bit of a momentum, confidence thing. And they worked the shot clock down, and Whitby now has it as we roll into the 10-minute mark here, third quarter. Big 5-minute major by John Vezina, as he's got 10 seconds left in that, has only yielded one goal here for the Steelhawks. Fernandez curls around, stopped by Watson. And that's going to take us to our officials' timeout. Just 4 seconds to kill here for Patrick Corbett and the Monarchs, and they will have killed off a 5-minute major, having just surrendered a goal, and they do. Trailing by 5 here. Bergsma will swing it around. Gets it to Buck. Buck. Backhand into Vezina. Vezina checked well by Rowan Kelly. Mancini has the stick on it. Battling in there with Kelly, and again, loose. This time, who else but Burns going to come away with it. Loses it, but in the right direction. And it's Corbett now that'll track it down. 2 defenders on him as He's surrounded. And we're going to get a slashing call here, and the Monarchs are going to go on the power play. Gavin Prout, head coach of the Steelhawks, in a very spirited conversation with the crew chief, Blair Ferguson, and explaining why that was a penalty call. Got to say that Gavin Prout got to be one of the best dressed coaches. And I don't care if you're talking the Arena Lacrosse League or the National Lacrosse League, the guy looks spiffy. Monarchs back to work here with their second power play of this game. You could see out there it's Campbell Parker up down, Tanner Buck with the shot, stopped by Hruska. And the Monarchs managed to track it down. Buck, Corbett out there. In the middle, backhand try, wide of the mark. So Campbell Parker tried it, and Corey Upshaw now is going to switch hands. Does a good job to get it up to Kelly. Kelly will move it up, but he turns it over. Buck will roll off a check and move it up, and it's Okami. Okami with one defender. Got ahead of steam. Rolls in, switches hands. Good check there by Farthing. Read that like a book, and the Steelhawks will come away with it with just over a minute to go in the man short. Cam Milligan, he's going to get surrounded and dump it off. Greer now will get it and send it down. They'll try to work some time. Half boards left side. Okami. On Romanchuk. Romanchuk will get it back. 2 on the shot clock. Romanchuk's going to take it. Runs out of real estate and time. And the Monarchs now will bring it up with 7:45 to go here in the third. Corbett. Corbett started this season red hot. It's cooled off just a bit since then. But in this league, it's important to get some offensive help. Can't do it all yourself. Campbell Parker out there at the top. He'll swing it around as you see Corbett in that right shooter spot. Corbett will kick it back out. Buck, good job to handle the short hop. Got to get a shot off with one. Off the crossbar and a fresh clock. It'll stay right here with 11 seconds left in the power play for the Monarchs. Krepensek will send it back out. Mason Wright will send it back out. Buck, no look, quick stick. Good save made by Hruska. Fresh clock now. Penalty over, and teams now back to full strength, 5-on-5. Corbett with Upshaw on him. Gets a screen. Kelly steps out. Moves over. That bounce shot steered aside by Hruska. Loose in the corner now. Upshaw in there battling. It's Corbett. Wrap around, and that's going to cost the Steelhawks another 2. As they'll get possession, and that's exactly the case. Holding the call. Back to work on the power play. Go the Monarchs. Campbell Parker now back to work. Third power play opportunity here for the Monarchs. Chance to somewhat get back in this game despite being outshot badly. You still have a chance here as that ball's loose. Burns going to pick it up, runs into Corbett, flips it up over the timeline. Buck and Upshaw in a race for it. Buck will hockey it back, and Conley just a little overly aggressive, to say the least, as he takes down Parker. And now the Monarchs with a minute and a half to go. Parker out there with Bergsma, Buck, Corbett. And now swinging around off the crossbar. So close, but nothing doing as Hruska remains all but unbeatable, having surrendered just a goal here in almost 3 quarters. Corbett will size things up, moves in. Bergsma, overhand, that's steered aside. Fresh clock again. Shot certainly on the mark for the Monarchs, just not able to beat Hruska. Buck goes to the overhand, wide of the mark again. No reset there. 20 on the shot clock. Bergsma overhand. That stopped right in the breadbasket. Hruska. And now Whitby will try to move it up. That pass can't find Conley. A good job by Buck to pressure, and that possession will keep it right here with the Monarchs. 35 seconds to go in the power play. Bergsma. Corbett. Bergsma will go in the middle, slide over to that right shooter spot, take a pass from Corbett. Good skip pass. Buck. Another skip back. Good no look down. Couldn't connect on the tic-tac. And now the Steelhawks are going to move up. They have numbers. Peroni is going to wait. Finds Lewis. Lewis right off the chest of Watson. Watson now will have a look. And a good outlet pass. And it's Todd Kozak that will flip it off to Mancini. And Mancini now will dump it. Had a man wide open in the middle, but a bit of a suicide pass, and the Steelhawks now with Hamley. Puts on the brakes, curls out. Had a notion to hit that dotted half circle, but thought better of it with 4:20 to go here in the third. Hutchinson. They'll work on the half boards. Hamley trying to turn that corner, but the defense too tight on him. That bounce from Hutchinson is off the pad, and that will take us to our officials' timeout. Teams back to 5-on-5 here as we are at the 4-minute mark. And the Steelhawks looking to turn that corner. Osborne dumps it off. Hutchinson had it, but moved a little too quick. He was on the run, forgot the rubber, and the Monarchs now will counter the other way. Howell puts on the brakes. Byrne all over him. I mean, there isn't anyone that Byrne hasn't hounded here in this game. Give and go, Bergsma. Couple of good fakes. He'll peel out. Think better of it. Gets it over. Buck with a good fake over. Can't shed Peroni, though. Good pass down low. That shot stopped by Harushka. It's loose. Picked up by the Steelhawks. They got a clear path to get it up over the timeline, but they got to hurry. Can't break. Just got it over as Greer now will go to work half boards left side. Give and go. Screen and roll. Romanchuk. Two-man game with Greer. They kick it over now to the right side. Milligan on the screen and roll. He didn't see that roll pass. And Watson now with an outlet to Okemi. Okemi to Mancini. Mancini now will size things up with 2:50 to go here in the third. Wright does a good job to get it over. Kozak flipped. Sands gets it back in tight. Took a hard hit wide of the mark. And Whitby now will counter the other way. Shots 48-26 in favor of the Steelhawks with 2.5 to go. Fernandez, one-on-one, looking for a screen, doesn't get one. Romanchuk peeled off that, couldn't find that pass, and a good job to track it down. Got to be heads up is Kripensek, and this one here with an outstanding job of officiating, as there was just no way that they were going to break this one up early. So hats off to the crew chief, Blair Ferguson, for trying to nip it in the bud. But Romanchuk certainly was not going to be denied there. So now that the dust has settled, Riley Camano and Curtis Romanchuk will spend some time in the penalty box. The extra 2 will go to Romanchuk for being the aggressor. So the Monarchs now with their fourth power play, 0 for 3, trying to get back in this game. Bergsma, Corbett this time at the top, working with Buck on that left side. He's out there, as is Kozak. Corbett turns the corner. Buck underhand. Good save by Harushka. And Byrne now will flip it to an empty area, and Corey Upshaw will run under it. Gets it over to Kelly. Kelly looking for that pass. Backhand try by Milligan. Upshaw there to save the day again. Flips to Milligan. And they're going to work to kill some clock here, under 1.5 minutes now. In the man short. Just over 1.5 minutes to go here in the third. That shot from Kelly, wide rebound. Milligan tiptoed through that blue crease area, and Bergsman now will leg it up with 1:10 to go in the power play. Monarchs have been stuck on one since the first quarter. Say that. On the flip side of that, the Steelhawks have spent a majority of this quarter in the box and have managed just to add one goal to their total. Corbett's got to hurry. Overhand bullet. Time expires, and they're going to say it's possession to Whitby with under a minute to go here in the third. Upshaw. It's going to move it up. It's going to be Osborne, and less than impressive here as Adam Peroni. And Riley Morgan. So once again, as we take a look, it looks like the extra 2 this time is going to go on to the side of the Monarchs. So power play is nullified. It's 4-on-4. Taking it strong as Osborne. He has it stripped late. Picked up by Greer. Greer's going to work around. Swing it over to the right side. Milligan one-on-one. Gets a screen from Osborne. No look. Osborne not able to get the return pass. Hutchinson tracks it down. Has a defender on him. Kicks it over. Gets it back. That's wide of the mark. Ball's loose. Picked up now by the Monarchs with 25 seconds to go. Howell will get it back to De Silva. De Silva will swing it around. Halls with Vesna on that side. And that's going to be an interference call. Possession's going to go to Whitby with 11 seconds left here in the third. And they're not going to try to push the issue. They will get it over the timeline. Hutchinson now with 2. Going to take that shot, steered aside, and that's going to do it here. 3 quarters are in the books. 6-1 Steelhawks. As the Monarchs will start this fourth quarter off with a minute left in their man short. Corbett out there. Byrne going hard for the ball, and that's going to cost Byrne at the very least 2 minutes for the hold. And again, tempers flaring there, and I'm looking to see who the guilty parties are. Looks like Hutchinson and Okami. Certainly, I'm going to say they were exchanging some pleasantries, but probably not the case, as those two have been battling throughout this game. And I expect our officiating crew to tighten things up here in the fourth quarter. Play the game strong, start to finish. Don't waver. Play it fair, play it right, be a good sport. If not, find yourself on the bench or the change room. Either way, guys got to be here to play the game. Campbell Parker now will work things on the right side. 4-on-4 here. Graham Bergsma, finally for the Monarchs, slips one through, and they've cut the deficit now to 6-2. A much-needed goal for the Monarchs, and right off the draw here, you got 2 combatants. One's okay to go. The other one wasn't willing at first, and now he is. And Okami wasn't feeling it at first. And Clint Lewis out there doing battle as they'll roll around on the carpet. So if you take a look at the penalty boxes, both of them with 4 players each, gives you some sort of idea of the way this fourth quarter has started. It will be 4-on-4 for 40 seconds, and then it should switch over in favor of the Monarchs for another power play. But of course, in the meantime, between time, our officiating crew will get everything sorted out, and we'll hopefully get back to action sooner rather than later. Four-on-four here as we are early in the opening minute of this fourth quarter, and off the draw, Monarchs battling for it, and they come away with it. Had it momentarily was Ben Heidecker. He loses it, and the outlet pass to Kelly. He didn't see it. Conley now runs into a buzzsaw, and that 8-second violation will give the ball back to the Monarchs. 20 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Halls with Conley chasing him. Flip back to Buck. Buck spins off one. Tried to go to that top corner. Had Mancini open on that right side. Corbett tracks it down. No reset. Plenty of time. Snap pass. Buck overhand. Steered aside by Hrushka. Ball loose. Gets knocked back. Picked up by Kelly. Kelly now is with a defender on him. He'll protect that rubber and work some clock now. 55 seconds left in the man short situation here for the Steelhawks. And Hutchinson in alone, and it squeaks through. So someone forgot their defensive assignment. Dylan Hutchinson took advantage of it, and it's 7-2. A shorthanded marker for Hutchinson and the Steelhawks, and with that said, Peroni violation will give possession to the Monarchs here. Important the Monarchs just chip away here, try to get back in this game. Certainly 5 goals in an Arena Lacrosse League game is far from insurmountable, as Corbett now back to the top. Buck with him, not a whole lot of movement. Graham Bergsma fakes one in, flips it back. Corbett, fake, shot, steered aside again. Hrushka picked up Mancini, fresh clock Monarchs. 18 seconds to go, no look pass. Buck right off the numbers, and it's picked up. And here come the Steelhawks. They're going to get it over the timeline. It's Peroni. Good hesitation, has some room now. Peroni tried to slide it 5-hole, ends up in the crease. And there's going to be a penalty. Great save made by Watson. And either way, there will be a penalty, and I believe it'll be goaltender interference. We'll have to wait and see. So initially we thought it was going to be a goaltender interference. Instead, it's an illegal cross-check call on the Monarchs. And the Steelhawks now will go back to work on the power play where they're 2 for 4 here. That shot is stick-checked, and Corbett now is going to loft it up. And the Monarchs are going to try to race up, take advantage. Halls. Inside out stop by Hrushka, who has been outstanding here in this game. And that interference is going to give possession to Whitby. And Cam Milligan now is going to trot over the timeline. Minute and a half to go in the power play. 12:15 to go here in the fourth. Whitby controlling this one, 7-2. They'll work it around Horn. Hutchinson this time at the top. He'll kick it over. Milligan, backhand, skip pass, underhand, stop. Picked up off the carpet quickly and moved up Monarchs. Halls again will get another chance. Halls stopped again by Hrushka. Going to have to go with a fake on him as Osborne takes the outlet with a minute to go in the man advantage. Osborne will wait, size things up. Hutchinson again at the top. Gets it back, and Dylan Hutchinson with a BB in that low corner extends the lead to 8-2. Hutchinson came into this game as The second leading point getter on this team, tied with Jeff Fernandez. 6 goals, and tack on 2 more here this evening. And the Steelhawks are looking awfully good as they are inching their way closer. But Pat Corbett says we're not about to go quietly into the night. Not quite yet. He's on the scoreboard, 8-3. Monarchs continuing to battle here as, again, it's a 5-goal deficit as Halls battles 2 defenders and comes away with it. Does a good job as it's on the carpet. Just outnumbered as Whitby outworks him, and it's Webb. Webb will get it to Ursu. Ursu with a shot off the shoulder of Watson in the post. And now they'll move it back up. Camano will get it down, and Buck will set things up, wait for the rest of the offensive troops. Makes a good move on Kelly. Kelly goes to the head area, and that's going to be another power play opportunity for the Monarchs. As Watson doesn't see it, 8 on the shot clock. Bergsman's going to tee it up. Quick stick from a bad angle. And again, Monarchs will go to their 5th power play of this game. So back to action we go here finally, as not quite sure where that Corbett pass went, but got rescued as Bergsman now will swing it around. Weren't sure about the score here, and they do have it right now. It is 8-3. Corbett now will interchange with Buck. Buck will curl around, overhand, right off the Steelhawks logo and Hrushka, and he's going to look to send it up. They're going to have to pass it up. Burns not going to be able to run it over, and he is not. Possession will go to the Monarchs now. 1.5 to go in the power play. Quick one. Bergsma up, down. Saved by Hrushka. Rebound. Mancini had it. Overran it. Picked up by Upshaw. Moved up by Conley. He'll wait. Hutchinson now will work to kill some clock here as we are creeping in on the 9.5-minute mark here, 4th quarter. Just over a minute to go in the man short. 5 on the shot clock. Zabalks is going to try to lean in, get something off. Does get a good shot off, stopped by Watson, and Watson will move it up to Buck. Got to chip away here. Still a 5-goal deficit. Going to need a little something from Buck. Something from Corbett. Buck and Corbett. 2-man game. That shot wide of the mark, goes off the glass. And good aggressive play by Conley. He comes away with it. And he's going to weave in and out, wait for some help out the back door. Conley tried to sneak it 5-hole, but Watson just enough to hang on to it. And that will take us to our officials' timeout. Good to go here as Corbett's going to race up over the timeline. Shortened power play now after the officials' timeout, of course, with just 10 seconds to go. Quick play. Bounce shot, top corner. So Cam Mancini is on the board, and the Monarchs have a little bit of life here, trailing now by 4. Halls and Byrne doing battle in that circle one more time as these two combatants have gone head-to-head here, and they'll go again one more time as Byrne will come up with it. Halls will chase him. Byrne will scamper out of that corner and get it to Osborne. Osborne will work on the half boards. Looking for a screen from Kelly. Makes a move, curls in, has some room. That one steered aside by Watson. And Halls now is going to come away with it. In all alone. Halls, fake one down, goes to the bounce shot, top corner. Monarchs now close to within 3. Now, I wasn't sure if that ball had gone off the top of the netting. Three-goal deficit, 8:03 to go here in the 4th. Steelhawks were cruising along here, and off the draw, Buck does a good job. shields it. Can't corral it though. Upshaw missed it, and it's Halls. So Tyler Hall is instrumental here for this Monarchs team as they get another possession now and a chance to inch a little bit closer, trailing by 3. Mancini feeling it, working on Peroni. Peroni tried a crease dive, didn't. Peroni still on him. 2 defenders take him down. That goes back into the crease, and there's going to be another penalty call, this time a holding call. And it could be going to Peroni. So fresh off their only power play goal of this game, the Monarchs will get another 2 to work with here on the hold by Peroni, and they go back to work. Buck now tried to slide a tricky one through the wickets. Good save made by Harushka. Picked up now, going to have to hurry. And splitting 2, but not beating the clock was Farthing. And Farthing's going to keep on running, and he's going to find himself running right to the penalty box. 2 minutes for delay of game. Going to be a 2-man power play for the Monarchs. Steelhawks certainly not helping their own cause here, as a 5-on-3 now will allow a safety for the Monarchs as they go to work here. The man advantage. Corbett out there with Buck. Down low, Parker Sands tried a quick stick finish on the other side to Mancini. And they'll get it back. Buck. Buck shot top corner. So they are working the heck out of that top corner on Harushka, and it's 8-6. Just when you thought the Monarchs were down and out, they have closed to within 2 here with 6:45 to go, and Peroni off the draw with the flip, wrong stick side, stopped by Watson, and he'll look and send the outlet down the length of the court, wide open. Parker Sands. Sorry. What a save, Campbell Parker. Sorry, Parker Sands. You're another lacrosse player. That'll get up to Conley. So Harushka making a big save when needed. Milligan now going to work on offense. At one point in time, the Steelhawks had doubled up the Monarchs in shots. Shots now 56-41 as Milligan will just let that one rip. 5 on the shot clock. Ursu tracks it down. He's going to try to get a shot off. He does, and sneaks through the wickets but over the crossbar. So Watson a little careless. Didn't hurt him, though, and here come the Monarchs now with 42 seconds to go. Man advantage. Corbett. Buck. Inches way in. And that's going to be an interference call as Byrne hit the deck. And now they're going to leg it up. Lewis. Steer around, gets it to Byrne. Byrne, one fake too many. Lost it on that fake. Picked up by the Monarchs. 20 seconds to go in their power play. And Bergsma will move it up to Buck. Buck one-on-one with Upshaw. He'll think better of it. Wait for some help out that back door. Dangerous pass. Gets it to Bergsma. Bergsma looking for Vesna. Vesna runs into Upshaw. Upshaw does a good job to come away with it. Better stick check, though. Upshaw still knocks it ahead. And it'll be Farthing out of the penalty box that'll gather it, set things up to Hutchinson. Under 5 minutes to go here. 2-goal game. Hutchinson will swing it across. Osborne looking down low off the stick of Sabalks. And that will take us to our final officials timeout. .445 to go here in this fourth quarter. Momentum has certainly shifted in the favor of the Monarchs as they'll go to work with Buck on the half-board's left side. Gets a screen from Campbell Parker, swings it over. Mancini over the top, rebound. Bergsma tried one. Great save by Harushka. And Corbett took exception to Mason Wright, and I think guys just trying to clean the pile up as Corbett certainly took exception. And it looks like both will make their way to the sin bin. So once again, we've allowed the dust to settle. The extra 2 is going to go to Corbett. So another power play opportunity for the Steelhawks. They're 3 for 5 with a man advantage here and a chance to get off this 8. Milligan at the top. Work it around. Hutchinson, interchange. Bring it back. Milligan, shift over. Good backhand in the middle. Shot by Osborne. Stopped by Watson. He's going to get it and move it up to Halls. Halls now will wait. And a good pass will get it over the timeline, and it's Howell. Minute and a half, and the man short. Monarchs looking to kill some time. Good move, Mancini. Has Byrne on him. He's going to try to outrun 2 defenders and go for the crease dive, but that was not happening. Certainly not on Lewis's watch, as Milligan now will set things up. Be a little more deliberate here. Time still on the side of these Steelhawks. Fernandez out there in the shooter spot. Milligan not steered aside. Good pad save by Watson. Fresh clock. Osborne, Zabalks on the right side. Milligan will inch his way in. Osborne gets an opening. Good stick fake. Tried to go far corner. Stopped by Watson. Ball loose in the dotted half circle. Monarchs had it momentarily. Zabalks used all his reach there to regain possession. Fresh clock. 30 seconds to go in a man advantage. Change at the right shooter spot as Osborne went out and back in briefly down low. Zabalks all alone. Up, down, up, down, up, down. No. Good save made by Watson as that fell just behind him, but not over that white line. Halls. He'll get it over the timeline with Hutchinson hounding him. Halls careless with it. It gets knocked back. That's going to take a good effort. Hustling hard and outrunning everyone there was Peroni. And now it's Bertelli that's going to have to move it up. He does. Bergsma, good fake, in out. Graham Bergsma pulls the Monarchs to within 1. So if you thought this one was over, you were dead wrong. 8-7 the score in favor of the Steelhawks as they've been sitting on that 8 for a while. Monarchs have the momentum, but Byrne has the ball. And that's going to be a hard hit that's going to cost Mason Wright 2 minutes at the very least. And just when you thought the Monarchs were going to be able to crawl their way back, they may have shot themselves in the foot with 1:45 to go. Milligan under 10 on the shot clock. Sneaks across court. Zabalks up to the dot. Stopped by Watson. And again, back to work on the power play will go the Steelhawks. So 1:40 to go here, and another power play opportunity. 3 power play goals already for the Steelhawks. They'd sure love one here as it's a minute and a half to go in this game. Milligan zips it across the box, in tight again, zips it back off. Osborne goes away, stopped by Watson, picked up by Halls, who's had himself an outstanding game, gets it up to Corbett. Corbett now will look for some help. Upshaw runs him down, knocks it out of his stick, and forces the turnover. Here comes Milligan. He'll wait for numbers, has Hutchinson with him, good backhand pass. Osborne had both Hutchinson and Milligan on that side, couldn't connect. And now 1:20 to go. Hutchinson's going to step into a bullet. Good save by Watson, up and over. So possession will stay right here with Whitby. 1:17 to go in the power play. Milligan will set things up. We're under a minute now left in this game. Milligan. 20 on shot. Zabalks in tight on the doorstep. Stopped by Watson. Crease ball possession to the Monarchs. 42 seconds. Timeout, Toronto. So set the stage here. 42 seconds to go. It's going to be Campbell Parker now with a man on. Net empty at the Whitby end. At the Toronto end for the extra attacker. And Byrne is working over Campbell Parker, but he remains poised. Gets it to Buck. 30 seconds to go. 20 on the game clock. On the shot clock. Buck. Fake. Almost got around Peroni. Lost it. Got it back again. 10 on the shot clock. 20 on the game clock. Buck. Gonna have to hurry. Has an opening. Has a man. Quick stick. Stopped though by Harushka. Loose in the dotted circle. 10 on the game clock. Picked up by Corbett. Corbett is surrounded. 2 men have him pinned. 5 on the game clock. Loose. Whitby's going to come away with a W. They will remain undefeated as they survive a fourth quarter scare from the Monarchs and win this one 8-7 the final. That will do it for us here at the track for Day 1, Week 6. Stick around. Tomorrow we head to the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena. 2 o'clock p.m. On behalf of JVI Productions, I'm Lance Wynn. Thanks for joining us as we continue to roll through Week 6 in the Arena Lacrosse League.